Sister Samaya, what about you? How was your first Ramadan?
I can relate to the person in the desert crawling in the sand looking for water or something to drink, and that's how my first Ramadan was too. I remember, you getting up early in the morning, and honestly, I'm not the best breakfast eater. So, you go in there and you eat. And I remember one specific day while I was fasting, and the campus job I had, they had a big party. And so, it's easily to forget you're fasting when you're brand new to this. So I remember going there, and they had this big old party, and I am like, they're giving plates, and I'm eating this plate, and I mean, I ate myself full, and you're like, ah. And I remember my coworker was like, "Aren't you fasting?" And I was like, "Oh my God!" This wasn't even a morsel bite. I mean, this was like, and I'm like crying, and I remember calling my husband. Was like, "Husband, I just ate. I am like going to hellfire." You take it to the extreme. And he was like, "Calm down, it's okay." And I'm like, "I'm full." How can I even think about, and he was just like, "It's okay, you truly forgot, it's all right." And I'm like, snotting all over because I'm thinking it's over, you know. You want to perfect it like everybody, everybody's strong, let's not even talk about Ramadan breath, working at Sears, it was like, "Hello, how can I help you?" And then everybody doesn't understand why you're doing that, and it's like, it was crazy. So that first Ramadan was like a test of willpower. I mean, you had to really remember that you're fasting, and because you're not in a Muslim country, it's very easy to forget. Your friends are eating burgers and like, when you want one, I go to my parents' house and I had to, again, remember they didn't know that I was, Muslim at that time, and I was always pretending to eat. I perfected the drinking without drinking, you would do the facial look, and it'll still be all full cup. So I perfected that, and then I would always hide the food, and it was funny because, again, I was fearful of her being mad. But as time goes around, it does kind of like, okay, there is benefit to eating, in the morning. But then I said, because I was like, oh, I don't want to, so I perfected let me grab some water and slurp it down and be done,
Yeah.
But was it hard? Oh man, it was hard. And then what got harder is people didn't understand why you were fasting like 12 hours out of the day. And like, how could you do it? It's kind of like, how could you give it up? And then while we're all like dry, and it is weird, but it's like, you're doing this for God. You want to say it, but you're too weak to like really say it with a strong manner. But like you said, the reward and benefit when you do it, you realize that, A, you are not alone. B, it is a worship, so you should feel good. And C, that the accomplishment with fasting, it does change your behavior. You tend to watch less TV, Doctor Who. You tend to read more Quran. And now that I have my girls, 3 of my girls are fasting now, so now I'm teaching them to the idea of fasting, and it is weird because they're like, "Mom, how do you do this?" And they're like laying, okay, we just moved. Unfortunately, I moved from Manhattan to Lawrence now. Denise, I'm sorry. She just moved to Manhattan. I just left Manhattan, so oh my God. So the house that we moved in has like these steep stairs that go all the way up. There's like, that just goes up. And I remember my daughter, she kind of looked at it and she was just like, "Mom, it's going to suck fasting and going up these stairs, and so I just kind of looked, and she was like, "Could you imagine? We're like all tired, and it's going to be hot in summer, and then you're like going up the stairs." And I was just like, "Dude, you be okay. You don't have to go upstairs during Ramadan. You can just stay here, And, alhamdulillah. So it was hard my first year, but, every year it gets better. Every year there's something else to strive for, so alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Wow.
Good. So, Denise, how would you want Sisters Magazine to reach to the Muslim sisters in amongst the US?
Oh, feature. I don't know. Feature. Okay, out here, fashion is big, so I know it is out there too. But it's like, a lot of. I hate to focus on that, but as a convert, as a revert, learning how to dress is really important because you have no idea. You don't have anybody to emulate and things like that. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to go too. So having something like that to relate to personal stories, um, uh, inspirational stories, of course. Some things like that. Like Sister Sumaya said, you want that Oprah magazine feel, but where you can relate to other sisters too. So yeah.
Excellent. Sister Samaya, how would you want Sisters Magazine to reach Muslims in amongst the US?
Um, I don't want to always say what Sister Denise says, so I'm going to do something different and be my own me now. Um, one of the things I've noticed, at least in the community we're in, was the growing interest in being fit, dieting, weight loss, especially after children, we tend to forget, we kind of really let ourselves go, honestly, or at least, that's what we think we do. We get our kids there, and then you forget who you are. You forget to take personal time for you. So, I mean, things that we could do to be a part of other sisters who are struggling with the same struggles. Before I left Manhattan, I started like a weight loss class at the masjid, because sisters want to lose weight, we do. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, no one is a size 2, and then like I love like Fit Muslima. I don't know if you saw her on .com. She, sister Mashallah hijab, and she's teaching us how to be fit while being Muslim. You don't have to lose yourself,
No.
So to teach how real women, we are real women, and how we are struggling with weight loss, especially, after a certain age or after a certain number of kids. That's one thing. Two things. What I used to do, again, I just moved here maybe about 3 months ago, so here I am talking about your community now, Sister Denise. I'm like super upset now. I'm leaving my footprints behind, so you step up, girl. So I used to invite sisters for like just things women can do together, Before I remember one of my good friends, I would have like little hosts. This is before your time, Sister Denise. This is before you became Muslim. So you never get to enjoy my parties. So I would host women to my house for like just a mother's gathering, just sisters and we'll light candles. I have like spa treatments. And you have to understand these sisters never done like pajama parties. So I came and I was like, let's put on our pajamas and just paint our, hair. We got henna going on. So something that we can learn to take care of us, because it's okay, popularly to contrary belief, I don't wear my hijab all the time around the house. I like to get my hair done. I would like, and I do a lot of home remedy stuff. I try to learn new things, and I'll teach the sisters that. So I would say, let's do these little hair mud mask thing or facials, and they will come to my house and we'll bake or cooking, and stuff, because don't lose yourself. I like to have, I'm a really social person, in case you did not know that. And with 4 kids, you're kind of limited to your house, and I don't want to go to Walmart all the time. So I will host people in my house, and the sisters enjoy that, especially the foreign sisters, because they don't do that. Yeah, so we went off with our, I got my little sleep mask I always wear, and I'm like, come on, girls, let's have a tea party. We had a tea party where we dressed up and we put our makeup on. I had a girls' night, ladies' night. I decorated my house, and we were drinking out of little champagne bottles with, like juices and cherries in it, and it was beautiful. So if you can showcase things that we can do as a sisterly bond that, of course you stay within the folds of Islam and stuff, but, weight loss is one thing we should focus on because, like I said, everybody's not a size 2. How do we get to not being depressed? Because I've met sisters who are like, I just can't do it. I don't have no support in doing it. And so that's where I step up. I'm like, okay, we're in the same boat. And then on top of that, how does me, Smaya or Denise, enjoy who I am as a woman with other sisters? We do need a timeout. I would like to have coffee hour. I would like to have sisters come. Maybe we want to do Zumba together, and have fun doing it. Maybe we want to just sit back and be like, have a book club. I was trying to do a book club. I was trying to get my Pride and Prejudice on, and the sisters always laughing at me. Come on now. So, it is, and that's what I love about the magazine, because you don't have to be this type of idea what Muslims are, But it is great to have that sisterhood bond, and that's something you could look for in the future, like tips on how to gather people together and have fun and just have this little girls' night out, whether it's spa or book clubbing or just arts and crafts or stuff like that. So those are my ideas. Party planning too.
I just wanted to I just thought about Sister Crystal, and she's she actually reverted a month after me, and we were in the same class and everything. I don't want to put her out there because she's still going through her own journey and everything, but she's single and she's in college, and I I just think about me and Sumaya. We were able to, we were already married, we were already hooked up with someone, but with her, that's a struggle that she's going through right now. Everyone is trying to marry her off, and she and I'm just thinking something I guess not. I know a lot of magazines have dating advice, but courting advice, things like that. What happens during? Because truly, I don't know. I still don't know what happens at a Muslim wedding or things like that. I don't know. And
well, now be careful. It changes between a Muslim marriage and then the person who became
exactly.
Muslim marriage.
I understand, but just the whole process of it. The whole process of meeting someone and even dangers out there, things to watch out for and things like that. So that would be good,
We do actually have as regards to this magazine, Ask Megan. It's all about marriage advice in the magazine. So
okay.
we could let her know about that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I don't know how to thank you guys. Honestly, it was such a pleasure talking to you, and I had so much fun. Thank you so much for sharing your stories. And hopefully we'll talk again in the future about maybe different stories. So I thank you again so much. Thank you, Sister.
Thank you, sister. It was wonderful to have you bring me back my shadow over there. I was lost without her, sister. Jazakallah khair. It's wonderful. Anytime, sister. Please, you have her information.
So. This was a joy.
Thank you, sisters.
Thank you very much. Reverting to Islam. This was our topic for today. Please find the links below in the description to a free copy of Sisters Magazine as a trial. To subscribe, so please subscribe on our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter and on Pinterest. All the links are below in the description box. Please, if you're a new revert and you feel like you'd like to share your story with us on a Hangout, please let us know. We'll look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much, and hope to see you soon.